Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor. It's May 18th. We had a busy day in the markets today. Corn and wheat finished higher with beans selling off. The big thing, the wheat market. Very strong day today. July wheat up 37 and a quarter cents for July. Very strong. A lot of concerns right now with this hot and dry weather down in the plains. Guys are still looking at that, and they're looking at this extended forecast remaining to be dry. We do have some rains coming in through a lot of the Corn Belt for the weekend, but these southern areas may miss this rain yet again. But wheat finding a lot of strength from that. The funds have been short wheat. Looks like the funds are coming out of those short positions and buying that up. We have corn right now that's finishing up 8 cents, following suit with wheat. So we do have, we're probably going to end up being pretty well planted for corn and for beans, for that matter. A lot of guys getting a lot of work done this week. But corn's still strong. December corn went up to that 540 area, went just above it. And now we did back off near the close, but finishing still 6 cents higher. This is an area right now we've got some good resistance just above us in that new crop contract. So be careful with that as we go forth in the next week. But looking at beans, down 29 3/4 cents. Sold off very hard for July. Things have backed off rather quickly. November down 17. So we saw a very good gain this week, but we gave it all back. So we needed to stay above that 1409 spike low that we had. Looks like we're hovering right at that, right near the settlement, but kind of a negative close for the week. On more of these weekly charts. But next week we'll see what happens with that. A lot of outside market influence today. The dollar, very strong this week. The dollar was up $1.08. So we had a very strong week for the dollar. Today, settling back maybe 5 cents. Nothing much. Very quiet from what we've seen. With the dollar going up, we've talked about this. What's crude oil done? Crude oil has sold off $1.24 again today for that June contract, putting that at 91.26. That's down $4.85 for the week alone. So continuing to get pressured. The June contract, last trading day is Monday for June. We'll start watching that July as well. So we're starting to see that shift come Monday. As far as the stock market, right now down about 47 points. S&P down 5. And the NASDAQ right now down 14 1/4. And that has kind of surprising since we had that IPO of Facebook come out here today. A lot of guys anticipating that, seeing if that was going to support the markets. But we've seen the stock market, S&P, the NASDAQ, most of the financials there are working a little bit lower. As far as metals, we found a big recovery this week as far as gold. As we were reporting earlier in the week, gold was down sharply. We came back. Gold finished $6 higher for the week. That's $16 higher today. So very strong move in gold. This is a positive finish for gold. You are finding some money come into the metals markets and pushing them a little higher. And we've seen that over the last few sessions. We've got silver that's up 70 cents right now. Very good recovery there. We had that silver contract go down and hit a pretty good trend line yesterday, and we found support from that. But finishing the week still down about 27 cents. But overall, like I said, very good recovery after we've seen some of these lows met earlier in the week. So next week could be a pretty friendly week as far as the metals. We'll see how that finishes as well. As far as livestock, big week for cattle. Live cattle, we had the fat cattle up $1.62, $119.55 on the fat cattle, up $4.35 this week. Box beef today, very strong once again. Choice up 144, select up 146. So we did find some strength from that. Now we do have a cattle on feed report coming out in just a little bit. The numbers guys are expecting right now, we're expecting 100.3% on feed, looking for 88% placed, and marketing's sitting at 98.4%. So still the cash market at a standstill right now. We haven't seen that trade. Seems like guys are waiting to see what these cattle on feed numbers are before we see that take place. As far as hogs, down 17 cents. A little bit of a setback, but overall strong week in the hogs. Cash markets turned around. Things, that seems to be looking pretty good. That may continue. The hogs were up $1.95 for the week. Very strong week from what we've seen. I mean, you look at a chart, we've been straight down for the hogs. We found a good recovery last week and followed through again this week. Iowa, Minnesota, though, setting back a little bit today, so midday price is down a little, but we'll see what cash does later on this afternoon. We do expect to see these summer months strengthen up. If we have put a bottom in here, we could see some higher prices over the next few months, so we're looking for that as well. But watch that cash market as far as direction. A lot of information thrown at you guys here today. Feel free to give us a call, 800-262-7538. Check us out online as well, allendale-inc.com. I hope you guys had a great day today, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care.